Burger Rippy made it over here to Kuhlwein's Farm Market, Sunday the 14th. Sunday the 14th of September. Here comes Bad Girl. A few people at the farm market. It's a smaller show, Sunday at noon. Kind of anxious to see this dual turbo setup over here. Radical tractor and farm show. The Spirit 76 one. And then they had demonstrator ones, magnums, but so that should be like a yellow tractor, a case. It gives us all in one film, noon straight up. I have a 966 International. That's what they mainly use. This was a former dairy farm. Right here, soon to be a city of aluminum trailer full of pumpkins. Middle of September. Check out the tracks on this guy over here. A Ferguson. There you go. It's spelled kind of funny. Nice sign. I hear some late beans. Yeah, just haven't really been around something like this for a while. And there were 13 rows of tractors at Portland. I never walked the 13 rows, and then I seen like countless other tractors that were there. But I sure missed some stuff if I went in there and dug around. H. That's what here. I remember seeing a Gibson here. The 4000 even. So we seen one of these at West Liberty. I like the size of that. Nice haymaking tractor. Probably local to here in 1972. Beautiful. But some of those, they look... Now, I think this is one of them. It looks like a big tractor, but that engine's really small, horsepower-wise. The 4020 anyway. This one's even smaller than that. It looks like a big tractor, but it's not on the horsepower, in my opinion. So a couple, we're seeing something unique there. I think there's a one-off tractor there. Oh, that looks cool. It even has a dump on it. There's the house. But yeah, just a fraction of the autos that were here before. This thing is really spiffy. Wow. This must be like the real thing. Man, someone's been, working their ass off on this thing. Every bolt. Well, the chrome on it and everything. A real high quality restoration there. Well, I guess it's a slam dunk. I was going to say I need to vote, but look at the fuel injection pump. He's got the braided line on there and the Russell's fittings from Jags and the fuel pressure gauge. It might be a pulling tractor, but this thing here, is this looking familiar? I don't think so. It's a 3-wheel. Is that a ramp on the front, I think? Is that the pull behind? It has like you steer a boat, a rudder, and 2 pedals. I was gonna say that was a simplicity, but that's what I got another seal to put in mine today. It's a battery. Is that a Cushman?
So I did the parade for this place a couple years ago. Okay. And I took the Gibson around. And the funny thing about it was, I didn't want to keep riding clutch because it was on belt. So I just put it in first gear and I just kept driving in circles around the 2 big tractors that were on me. Well, and I told the guy.
That's just a little Doco.
This is a late 40s or early 50s golf cart, and we got it at Brookside Country Club up on 161.
Who manufactured it?
We don't know.
Yeah.
We've never been able to find out. We don't know the exact year.
I've never seen one. Yeah.
We've taken it out to the...
And that was your Gibson here last year?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But this could be a one-off, man. This is like a museum piece,
you
think?
18 of them.
Okay,
18 of them when we got it at Brookside. They had a whole bunch of them, so
So,
somebody made them. We've just
it'd be fun to look them up and stuff, yeah.
Well, We've had people for 15 years at Miami Valley Steam Thrashers out in Plain City looking
Right.
them
Tractor.
up. Nobody's ever been able to come back and tell us where they came from.
That's kind of odd too. Pretty wild. I had a snowmobile. It's in a museum. It was, I think, the only one. They said they made 4 of them, but
Yeah,
it was built in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, Brookside Country Club had about 15 of them. We bought one that was in the best shape at the time. We've had it for almost 40 years.
It's like at Gibson. I mean, everything was rare back then, and there just weren't any people. 1974, and that's kind of the 50s. Everyone would have knew everyone. They were so, you know, and I talked to you last year. I mean, how many people were here?
Right.
You know, 11 million or. Yeah, those tractor people, they know their stuff, so.
Most of them do.
Yep. They really know tractors. I mean, that's pretty intense. Yeah, thanks.
I talked to 2 guys, one from me and one behind me. I said, "Dude, I hate driving."
That's just a Delco engine in there.
It's so old that it's so easy. Yeah. And so if you keep running the clutch, every time you push the clutch, you start pushing back in the seat. So I told you guys, I said, hey, if you don't mind, I'm going to
That's where your golf bag went. It was a golf cart. They had a dozen or so of them. Someone knows what that is.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Incredible. So that was well worth the trip out here for sure. And you know, I was kind of hoping I don't hear it. They had really cool bands here. We'll see the dog too. I got a dog treat for the dog. Looks like the original paint. So, one of the prettiest double A's I've seen in a while. What's he doing? Hauling pigs, horses. A lot of horses out here. That's got a big cab on it. Wow. You know, that's the one everyone wants, isn't it? Hold on, I just put this all in one film on it's a quiet show. So when I'll be skipping over somewhat. I suppose this is a double A. It has a unique lift on the, it's not a hydraulic, it's a chain. Has that classic rear end, a big, beautiful stack of springs in there. But there's your lift. Here's the crank for the lift. Here's that stack. That's how they did there. Some wild looking brakes under there. I like how that raises up so you can get in there and work on it. Absolutely. That is sweet. It's a local rig. Man, that would be fun to drive. That would be a blast. Wow. These things are just phenomenal on the price, these Chevelles like this. It's a 396 SS, okay. I mean, and this thing's kind of wild. Yeah, the pup's up there by the house. So that's called a horseshoe shifter, someone called it. But that's what they had in that console, and those seats. Just, you know, take a guess on your price if you don't know them, and then you'd have to double that, because if you knew the price. So someone's really been burning the midnight oil on this guy. It's got 4 turbos, or just 2 turbos. Those are wastegates. Check out the wastegates on it. Man, this thing is huge. It's got it piped up, coming out of here like a bull, like a raging bull. Full on race. And super sexy 57. But this thing's pretty radical. The air's coming in underneath the scoop. No, that's the intercooler. Dual intercooled. Not sure, but yeah, a wicked turbo setup with these little cats on there. This car's had a lot of car shows. Pretty nice out. There's Bad Girl over there. Just a laid back. They have the hay wagons out for hay rides and everything. The pumpkin patch and the maple tree. And they take photos for like weddings and have all that meat and cheese in there. Amish stuff like. So here's a Cobra Mustang. And I'm going to a Ford show from here. Big supercharged Cobra Mustang. Probably a Roush, I'm guessing. Here's a bow tie, a big block. Some European over here. Let's see what it's got. It's a. I'm gonna guess that's a 4-speed. I'm gonna look for a pedal. It is a 4-speed. Yes. 69er. This is where we seen that Huntmobile. Was it a Huntmobile? Yeah. Haven't seen that one again. Had that trailer with it. But a British race car. Bad Girl over here. He was saying something like she was the one who restored it. The little milk house, the pump house. Hi to the pup. Here's the brother or sister to that other SS Chevelle. This one's a 454 SS. And this is that local limestone they use for, they quarry it out of here, all the dump truckers, and some pretty good parking back here. The old feedlot, old cherry tree, and these old milk houses. But I got you a treat for you, buddy. There you go. Give you a treat. Don't be shy. You can have a treat for Kelly. Come on, here you go. You're gonna be shy, okay, that's okay. There's a big walnut tree. And yeah, enjoying it. It's a quiet show this year out here in the middle of September. Kuhlwein's Farm Market over by Hilliard's on Walker Road. But with Beauregard Rippey, thanks again.